All right. Hello, everyone. Nice to be back. Today, looking at testing new card. So, last couple streams I've been testing some unorthodox stuff, right? We've did the Yorion Goblins stream, then we did Food Chain, and Ford last time. Kind of in the background, I've been playing Classic a little bit. I've had played 3 leagues, got all 4 ones with it. And I was testing Sudden Edict in the sideboard. Still haven't casted it all that often, but I think it's pretty good, and I think this list is pretty decent. I like how it's balanced quite a bit. The opposition agent, like the mana base is really good. I wanted to adapt that list a little bit, and while I don't think this is at all dark out, maybe backlit in a little bit, but it's fine for now. I wanted to test this list. Just I basically I don't think this is likely to be a main deck card, but I just want to draw it a lot and get more testing in it. So I'm just gonna put in my main deck with 2 copies just to draw it a lot and see how it is. This is Unlicensed Hearse from the new set. So this is a 2-mana vehicle. So 2 mana, star, power and toughness are equal to the number of cards exiled with it through 2, and then it taps exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Now, Relic of Progenitus and those kinds of effects I found were getting power crept a bit out of Legacy because Soul Guide Lantern sticks around, but mostly it's just because it's too durable off of Urza Saga and no other real reason. The effect is just not that strong. But tapping and keeping the thing on board for 2 target cards is actually quite effective, I think, in terms of handling decks that abuse the graveyard, which is most decks in Legacy. Whereas the Relic tap ability your opponent chooses, it just doesn't slow down a Murktide in a relevant way. You end up popping it, and it ends up feeling like a 2-mana Tormod's Crypt half the time. Whereas this, you can just specifically go after the spells. If they do get to cast a Murktide, then it'll be like a 3/3 or 4/4, and then you can kill it before they play another one. And also, this should be really good at stopping DRC from getting Delirium. And plus, compared to drawing card like Relic would, this could just be a really big creature. If you play it on turn 2, tap it 2/2. Turn 3 is a 4/4. Turn 4 is 6/6. Turn 5 you can attack with a 6/6. So if it sticks in play, it'll get really big. And while a lot of decks, Crew 2 might be a little tricky, Goblins is certainly not one of them. There's an argument that cards like Crater Maker would be not bad in this main deck. So Hearse is going to have a little bit of conflict with Pile Driver, but I think that's okay in general. And again, this is mostly just testing to draw the card a lot. I don't think it's too main deck material, but I would if it plays about as good as it reads, and it reads quite well to me, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 1 main deck card, 1 sideboard card. The rest of the list is somewhat normal. I just kind of wanted to play a Sharpshooter, so I put a Sharper in the sideboard, and I think it's reasonable because I have 3 Haste Lords. And when you get up to 3 Haste Lords, Sharpshooter gets a lot better. Let's see how this goes, right? I'm mostly... What am I playing at the sideboard against Storm? Let's see here, 1 sec. Storm? Like Ant? You gotta be specific. Ant or Test, because those are 2 somewhat different sideboarding strategies. Come back to Legacy so Tendrils. All right, well, there are two Storm variants that both kill with Tendrils. So the inflection point is Ant, which plays Cabal Ritual. Past in Flames. Tess is more artifact based, and it plays Echo the Eons, plays got the Hearse. Plays Burning Wish, Wish Claw Talisman, though Ant sometimes also plays Wish Claw Talisman. And as a general rule, Graveyard Hate is better against Ant. I'll keep this. Artifact based. Bayou, that's generally a bad thing. Propertation. Okay. So against Ant or against Tess, Creator Maker's okay. The blasts are good. Probably only one surgical. Opposition agent is very good. Mind Break Trap's your best card. Okay, Expert might be good. Get a mountain here. Don't know if my opponent's playing Wasteland or not. Probably are. This could be Elves. Hearse is not going to be good against Elves. This could be... Elves is the most likely, so maybe I should have gotten Bayou just because Elves is the most likely. Fuck. I've never seen this card in my life. Begin combat of your turn. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. Okay. Being griefed. Hand's pretty good against grief. Be redundant. I'm very confused. Take Muxus. Okay. Bye. Gross. That sucks. Smog fit? Why would... Okay, I mean, like, they 2-for-1 themselves to play Grief, so we're trading... It's actually even on cards. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, it is Chain of Smog. Holy shit. Well, they know my whole hand. I'll just keep the land. I throw it back at them. Is top 16 to challenge? Oh god. I put them on nothing, then I discard my Wasteland. I would like to keep my Wasteland. How good is their random card? I think I throw it back at them. Probably just a land. Alright, so we cut them off a red source. That's not nothing. I don't know what they want red for, but... Okay, well, I got Mind Twisted on turn 2. That's... thing. Okay. That's pretty good against Chain of Smog. Goblin Lackey, I see. Would like it. I don't think I block this Dryad Arbor. Skirk seems more relevant. File going up. Isn't just as beautiful as you remember. Yeah, this card's like a 1 to 2 of in the main deck. It's really good against Plague Engineer, really good against Hole Breacher, nice against the Delver decks. You get to block with it sometimes. The Reach does actually come up. Kill your Delver, block Murktide. That's like the dream. This card. I'm really surprised they didn't flash that in block. If I'm lucky here, I'll get to kill both. I think Surgical is better than Leyline right now. What's this in their deck? I think I'll leave my Vial on 4. Okay, block. Okay, now, well, Matron for Mux isn't good because they can just got Red Arbor. Let's see if they block here. Hearse would be an okay draw. Ringleader's best draw. One Muxus in my deck. Do I pick up for that? Don't think so. Low on the number of cards. Draws. Ryle. Turn 7 versus Nic Fit. Sean Ward's basically Maze of Ith. Ow. Okay. Dangerous. okay deck. We have to draw something now. So chain of small. Reasons for life, thanks for the follow. Lily 2. One day Twitch will stop resetting. Alright, Hearse should be fine here. The ball therapies. Yes, alright, well. But like I said, during 2010 era main solutions. Okay, probably the biggest things were Munitions Expert, Sling Gang Lieutenant, and Pashlik Mons were the biggest additions to the deck. But Trash Master was big. Creator Maker used to be big, is less important now. It's a difficult question to answer briefly. Room. It's good if my opponent plays Veteran Explorer. Kind of bad otherwise. I hate mulligan. Okay, this is kind of better. Oh yeah, Muxus. Yeah, I forgot about Muxus. Muxus is like all the Goblin finishers combined. Card's pretty fucked up. I'm gonna get 7. Agent should be really good against them. Edict should be... maybe Edict's the put back here. Yeah, so Lacking into Muxus is like super degenerate and broken and will kill people on turn 3 extremely consistently. Made the show and tell matchup a lot better. Muxus beats Grizzlebrand and Emrakul like very often. So... fetch here. I'd be fine drawing the Edict again at this point. Okay. So I could Wasteland the Arbor to Edict the Apprentice they're probably playing next turn. Or I could just Edict the Arbor and plan to turn 3 Agent. Like, I could just port the Arbor, or the Bayou rather, but then the Edict doesn't do anything. Well, maybe I should just port there, and then, okay, no, I should just port there, and then I can either go Waste plus port or Waste plus Edict. Yeah, that was dumb. Haha, boarded out all my other files. So I could play Creator Maker, hold up Wasteland. I could waste plus port. I think I just want to play Cavern. Goblin. Pass. See if they walk into my agent. They might not see it coming. Green Sun for 2. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Also have Cavern. Back Therapy. Goofed of Therapy. This is Nic Fit. Oh, this is interesting. They do offer the trade. What if I just ported them right now? So if I block, they can't flashback the therapy and take the Creator Maker, which is what's protecting me from comboed. Wasting off black. This is happening. Unclear if I'm blocking. I don't really want to block. But I feel like they have a Witherbloom, and if they have the Chain of Smog, then I die if they have a black source. Oh, this is really bad against Federer Explorer, huh? Really bad. Sun for 1. I don't know how all in their deck is on the combo. Should have just looked at their list. Yeah, dumb. I guess like they have to take Muxus. I do still keep the Creator Maker. Now the mana denial plan kind of goes away. Yeah, losing the agent for a 2/2 with no text. Almost no text. Kind of stupid. I don't know. Still only have one black source. Do they have lightning bolt in their deck? Find out. Tap Tavern here. They can't. Just an got ourselves a top deck. Something generally Goblin's pretty good at. We're not successful last game, but that was because we drew either or two late game Aether Vials. Broadcast. Wow, my agent was really good, huh? And I just kind of threw it away for no reason. The best. Excavator, maybe? Old. Grist. A lot of good draws here. Did I play Goblins in Modern too? Not really. I have a hard time enjoying Modern. Block. I have to decide if I'm going to be playing it safe or not. Are they milled a Witherbloom? I don't want to tap Swamp here. Prevent a bigger Zenith. Ball therapy doesn't really matter. Generally just want to stop him from casting a creature. Well, if they cast a creature with the ETB, then I can maybe Creator Maker or Gem Palm in response. Like Engineer. Yeah, Sharpshooter is just something I wanted to play because it's sweet. Okay, hold up Creator Maker here. They draw like Abrupt Decay, get punished. I guess that is also It's really punished for not porting. Fortunate. Harbor's gone. Okay, so they have one card. Let's cycle to see if we can hit this land drop. Plus we get I guess just a shoot grist. Nice. Colorless. Does colorless matter? It could more than I think one life will. Oh no, it's one red. That definitely. Not the most exciting Muxus. E for 6. Have Smog. I can't attack anything. Yeah. Lucky. Hitting no sack outlets for the Sharpshooter is pretty sad. That is kind of an example of why Sharpshooter isn't super good anymore. Yeah, Pashlik would. No, Pashlik would actually be good enough. Well, we lost to Nic Fit. I think generally we should be quite strong against Nic Fit, but I don't know, whatever. Mediocre Muxus for sure. No Sling Gang, no Haste. Prospector even. You get a matron, you just matron for or something. That was a weird game. I got really punted. I don't know. They didn't have the Witherbloom, so maybe, so if I had ported them instead of letting them play that deed for 2, I'd actually just win, because the Creator Maker, well, they could deed for 2, then, I don't know if they had enough mana for that, though. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, Sharpshooter by itself keeps the board stable, but does not progress a game plan at all. Is part of the problem with the card. We had any other 3-drop there that I would play. probably much better off. Person always plays fucking Storm. Fun Storm. What'd I say? If we don't die, we can get a Trash Master down. Probably there. Gross. Now we sit here for 10 minutes. Freestorm's gotta be boring decks to play against. Classic Legacy League action. Fit into love Manifest. Fit for yeah. Pretty sad we lost to Nic Fit, to be honest. I think Chain of Smog combo something Goblins is really, really good at interacting. First been played at all? Just got discarded. I feel like if I tap out for Matron, I'll just die. Same thing if I tap out for War Chiefs. I probably just need to go Waste plus Port. Cut them off initial red mana. That's probably my best shot of winning. Hopefully we draw a one drop. Upkeep Manamorphose to cycle. Funny. No land. Unfortunately cannot keep pressure growing, but uh-oh. bonus round storm. Okay. What's Crashmaster? I think I just need to get cards out of my hand. 5 cards is so many. Jessica's Will's 2 mana, make 5 mana. Dead. But porting actually doesn't help because then I go land Jessica's Will 6. Kind of funny playing a thing is the same as porting. Maybe they like wish for Past in Flames here. Bros. Yep. We've got Nic Fit into Ruby Storm, Marcelo. We're testing very relevant things. Bonus round, bonus round. Okay. Glad we're all here. Already made their land drop. Okay. Uh, I mean, they wished 3 times, but had no mana left, so I guess they don't have any. There's no LEDs or any way to go off from 0 mana. I guess. Uh, okay. Board and Sharpshooter in case they do play Empty Thorns. Yeah, second bonus round was overkill. That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Thought they had a land drop. Boarding in Pyrokinesis for Fergie? Kind of dumb, but you do that. I don't know if they're an Echo deck. Feel like no? Hearse could be okay. I'm gonna assume Hearse is okay in some fashion. So I feel like bonus round Storm plays Pass and Flame. Okay, we're gonna keep because we have a Mindbreak Trap. We also have double Wasteland, but we have a Mindbreak Trap, and that's the only card that really matters. Crittermaker's okay. A lot of good draws with this. Yep, 7. Oh, they're going for it. Manamorphose, tank, 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 tank. I don't want to oversell the My Ray Trap, which is something tough when you don't know exactly how your opponent's deck works. So you don't want to let the wrong thing resolve. So from here on, My Ray Trap is live. Careful with how I use it. Sure. Don't think they're going to pass the turn. And we get all the petals. Beautiful. Nope. Not allowed. Get out of here. Don't want to draw land. Bad actually. Play Hearse. Play Crater Maker. Brew. Pop it. Pretty sad if I died here. Maybe shouldn't have been so aggressive on the Wasteland. Focused on getting this out. 4th battle. Okay. Okay. It's scary. Hurt. for 5. Okay. Well, I mean, didn't really think of this aspect of Hearse, but it allows you to attack through Bergie. Wow, we were not drawing anything for a while, but okay, I guess I'll take it. Thank God for Mindbreak Trap. And Mindbreak was like a 6 for 1. It was Wish, Petals, and the Ritual, 5 for 1, 4 for 1. Depends on whether or not you count the Wish. We played against Nic Fit. Chain of Smog, Nic Fit. They comboed us, and I think I had a tough call to make between porting a Swamp and holding up Crater Maker. I let them play Pernicious Deed, and keeping that deed off the table would have been really good. But results is really not what I'm looking for here. It's just I just want to see how this card plays. Terribly backlit, am I? Fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Island Brainstorm is I'm combo and I'm very close to killing you, or I'm playing a blue deck and I kept a sketchy hand, or I'm playing a blue deck and I don't know what I'm... Okay, that makes a bit more sense as ninja. Lackey's pretty bad against Ornithopter. We'll say that. I am so okay with that. So very okay with that. Is means no ninja this turn. I guess they could have the new one. Cycles. Ooh, Miles. Yeah. Hearse was certainly better as Graveyard Hate. That didn't matter than any other card that we could play, right? I do think that's fair. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Jump Palm really good here. Prospect. I didn't have to. So I have 2 lands in hand. Could play this, just get Swamp. Expert live for longer. Play into another day. Can always Prospector. Okay, yeah. I could play War Marshal here, but that blocks Eureka. I can block with Matrix. Probably will. I kind of want red. Oh, I could just sack the Lackey. Pretty well set up for a game against here. We just gotta be careful these next 2 turns. Keep Eureka from going wildly out of control. I prefer if they actually pivot into the Retrofitter Foundry plan, because then I can get myself a Trashmaster. Four. Oh. That was bad. I could deny 2 cards there. Violin. Ow. Fuck. Yeah. I absolutely should Violin, Skirk, sack, jump on that. Probably lose to that. Like at this point in the game, killing ninjas isn't as good as go through enabler. Well, you go. Okay, they go. Yeah, I think I ignore. I think I should kill the outcast. Really want to draw an expert. God, third. Hopefully they counter this. Sackboard cast Muxus. They have Forcible in hand. They're forcing the Vial. Aw. Okay. Another. I mean, they probably stacked. Oh, that sucks. Goodbye, Matron. I like the top deck. And I didn't fetch Womp. Now we're getting punished because I have to take out my Vial to 3. And I don't have to, but I should. I can't draw Expert. That's kind of... Not great decision making this game. Cavern, we can sandbag. Double though. Alright, we're pretty dead here unless we get a pretty great thing. Yeah, Hearse. Okay. What I could have done about that. My key's really bad in this. Edict. Edict's just like... I already have a lot of cards to board in though. They don't use the graveyard at all. Edict might be more interesting. Draw. How's the card been? We have a Wasteland. Sharpshooter, the weakest. Probably a Plague Engineer deck. Twin shot, not against Plague Engineer. Also blocks the flyers if you get them into play, so just walling Ornithopters is pretty good. Six. Could lead on Swamp here. Like my red source a bit, but I think that signals weakness too much. They almost have 6 their turn. Like if I go Swamp into Badlands, then I just know that they really want to Wasteland me. Generally don't like attacking the enablers versus this deck. But Kinesis pitch. Pitch Crater Maker. I pitch Expert because of Engineer. Retrofitter, yeah. Okay. Don't have to blow this up. I don't care if they get a 1-1 out of it. Actually, they can't get a 1-1 out of it because they're Brainstorm locked. So we'll just make sure to get our 2 damage for free. Yeah. That's a good one. Yes, played Fury some amount. It's good against... With the Planeswalker clause matters a lot. It's when it's good. Otherwise, it's like very mediocre, I compared to Pyrokinesis. Exceptions being in Food Chain, where I only make 6 mana and cast Moxus, so it's pretty good. Yeah, really good in Food Chain. Classic. I don't. Trash Master. Life. Cash just win. Yeah, probably. But then I'd have to play into a daze, right? Yeah, we drew pretty well. Okay. Alright, so one more removal spell for ninjas on the draw. Though it's like one thing. Edict's slow, and then you just end up killing the Enabler, not the Ninja. So I actually don't think Edict is going to be good enough. Got the Kinesis, then it's fine. Or like a Red Blast. Reb is very good. Edict's really bad against Retrofitter Foundry, though. Well, that bad, because they can't respond to it. That's something. But like, what do I want to cut here? Not really anything. Okay, stand's a bit risky, but got a lot of ways to buy time. Hopefully the battle resolves. If I draw a land, I might play the Vial around a Daze. Cavern. Okay, now I won't. Reasoning for that is like just ranging, like, is the Daze going to get turned on later, that sort of thing. Nice. Could just Kinesis through Eureka, deny them a card, lose to Daze. They probably would have dazed. Oh no, they probably they don't want to daze because yeah, they could easily have a daze and not daze there. Fuck. Oh god, that's such a punish. It's such a punish. It's like 6 damage and card that they need. Hate this. God, that's I did not like consider flipping force. The reason to go for it. I'm gonna do this and see if they can stay. Not actually killing their Rico. Expert. I was thinking about it. Why don't I just say okay? What? Oh, okay. They wanted okay. Pitching a ninja makes sense. Gandra, we tried. We tried. I think I just twin shot this ornithopter. Ugh. Maybe they don't have a ninja. They don't have a ninja. They want to do. thought about that force for a while. This might be their only ninja. I should just... This game would be so easy if I just... Yeah, we could Twin Shot plus Expert Eureka next turn, but only if they're tapped out. And Storm. Where are my red blasts? 4 of them. Okay, that doesn't actually stop what I'm trying to do. So... Yeah, ports are quite good against this deck. It sucks so much. So this is black, so they can't snuff it out. Block. I fucked this game up pretty bad. Playing around days. Did I even see days? Did I even see days this whole game? I might have just been playing around a card that's not in their deck. 2 of. Maybe not a 4 of. Let's see. Could have sided it out. On the play? Unlikely. Draw fuck. Okay. Okay, dude. Probably the only play good junior decks in Legacy. Bring leader right now. See if we can hit. Bottom 3 lands. That's bad. Probably did. Oh, they just fetched. They flip Force, I die. So tilt. Such an insane hit. Wait, they don't cast the EE. Okay. Draw, book, bottom to red blast. It'll push ringleader. Alive? Third engine. EE on 2. Pop it. Okay. Alright, we need Muxus to hit Pashlik Mons. I think we go to draw step. Nice. Bunch of lands in the bottom, so fetch first. Crashmaster would also be really. Chieftain would be. Oh no. Okay. All right. I don't know. I should have jump homed this in response to my own trigger. That was really bad, but recover. Fuck. Oh, I play that so sloppy. I should have a Sling Gang and a Prospector in play. Gonna kill me. I could flip a land. For 1-drop, do I not play the War Marshal? 10. Sling Gang would have killed them. Been very close to. Prospector. 3, 4, 8. 2 short of lethal. Oh god, that I just didn't react in time. I think I let them draw a 1-drop. Won't just make any spell lethal. Oh, I've been in. Okay. Any spell. Oh man. We would have had it next. I fucked that up so bad. I fucked that up so bad. But that's like that's a hard line to see. I have to respond to my own Muxus trigger. Respond to my own Muxus trigger, jump home, the Plague Engineer. That's careful. We had that. Absolutely had that. Only because my opponent punted, but also like so it'd just be Muxus trigger on the stack, jump home, Plague Engineer. It sees the changing outcast in the Muxus, kills the Plague Engineer, and then I would have Sling, 2/1/1s, and a Skirk, and then I fetch, cast Smog War Marshal, and then I can sack stuff to stay alive. The all goblins thing is not actually that narrow, because it's not just changelings. It comes up against Moonstompy a lot. The Jump Home Incinerator will always kill Rabble Master or a Legion War Boss because it even makes a goblin for you. The all goblins thing is not nothing. Disappointed with how I played that though. We're gonna keep this. I think goblins is a really good matchup against ninjas, but I don't lead on Vile here, so that if it gets countered, we can go double lackey next turn. Oh yeah, Painter. Painter's another one. That's absolutely true. Always will kill Goblin Welder. Usually kills Goblin Engineer. Definitely should have. Oh man, it's like I saw the line just half a second too late. This is probably Ant. Stay. Okay. Could be a fair deck, but kind of why I'm a little rusty seeing those things. Slanted? Oh yeah, it is. That's fine. And it's 4 cantrips. Ponder. So Ponder shuffled, then Ponder no shuffle, Ponder again. And we do get to Muxus them. Okay, Prismatic Vista is probably not Ant. It's like a Grixis deck. Sling Gang is not lethal, right? No way. Alright, what do you got, Muxus? I want to get what interaction I can. Slinging. In case it is combo. Okay, well, if it's Doomsday, they can no longer cast Doomsday. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm confused. Okay. Grizzleman? Oh, it failed summer. Fuck. Okay. Um. That's kind of hilarious. I think we can still keep him off of drawing with Grizzle though. Yeah, why Eureka? I don't know. So 13 goblins. I'm not gonna draw a card. To get them to 7, we have to sack 7 goblins. 1, 2, 5. Why don't I just let it resolve? Because then I can't drain them. They'll gain hexproof from slinking. Sack 4, 5, 6, 7. I wish I put the ringleader ATB on top. Can I still kill them? I guess I can ditch lackeys. No, I Skirk as well, I think. So 11 goblins would get into so Muxus would be an 8/8. That's important. So I keep this, keep this, keep this, and one other. Yeah, I guess. Well, petals. They've made their land drop though. So they draw here. Back 1. They draw fed. Can't tap. So they can't go like petal show. Just gotta be best to do all. Right? No, we do not know. I would prefer if chat say. Okay, fail some result. Fucking. Block sling gang, you die. Don't block sling gang, die. Well, block Moxus, we sack Moxus. So Eureka tell, yes. Multiple swamp or multiple four. Oh, I wonder if there's Quaddle. Quaddle kind of Eureka question mark? See, Mindbreak Trap is gonna be okay. What's the black for? In my opponent's deck? Good question. Discard maybe? Probably a Dark Ritual deck. Yes, discard spells. Or cast. I don't think it's Ritual deck. Ritual swamp Eureka. Bonnie, you're dead. Let's go. Alright, so they sack Muxus, take lots of pivot to Doomsday. Strixes. Probably a bunch of Strixes. Exactly. Not actually. That Edict could be good. Imagine that's a show until deck. I feel like I would not be surprised if there's some sort of tutor, so I'm gonna bring in an agent. First, Insignian graveyard stuff. Yeah, Sharpshooter, well, it was pretty bad. It kind of lost us the match against Nic Fit. If Uro as well. Oh yeah, Uro is actually quite likely. I guess Edicts can be really bad if they're on Strix. Burn Mind Trap. Do I want Sharpshooter just for like... Bring Creator Maker for Emrakul. Twin Shot can go. Trash Master can probably go. Early I want all of our Pyroblast, but I don't know if I can make space. Want one Expert to kill Grizzlebrand. Edict's just not good enough. Massacre? Well, I don't really care if they have Massacre. They want a 4-mana Wrath. That's fine. Could cut Vials. Be a little more threat dense. Let's just do this. Yeah, trap is exact. Okay. Ugh. God. Mulligan to 6. God, this hand's so tempting. So tempting. Oh, this hand's so much worse. Should have kept. 2 Wastelands. They showed a bunch of basics. Let's just mulligan. There we go. Good damn good 5. The kill lackey. Just matron for Muxus, right? If they're gonna cast Eureka. Their plan is Eureka. And having a Muxus in hand seems pretty good. So our risk is getting turn 2'd right here. Turn 2 show Grizzle. Pretty bad. The cast show, I probably just have to put in Matron. I can beat an Emrakul. Just Matron for Critter Maker. Okay. Probably not getting turn 2'd. Shuffle. Pedal. Uh-oh. 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 Well, kind of fucked. Actually, deterministic. Like if their hand is just nothing, they just want to get the Omni in play. Cast Pashlik, attack for 2. They're down to 15. 4, 6, 8. Alright. Agent's pretty good. That card. Sling Gang. No, because if they put in Emrakul, then I can't Matron and then like attack with Lackey, put in Creator Maker, because then there's block with Emrakul. Right? You have to put in Matron there. Kind of. File. Surgical. Then if they put in Grizzle, I don't think I'm actually beating Grizzlebrand from that position. Because then like, yeah, okay. Then that's my turn. Cast Matron. They draw 7, probably force it, and then attack and I die. Not really a winning line. Also, the surgicals are just worse than any goblin. Lapse. This is a turn 3 kill with interaction, or 4 kill without interaction. Not sure which one I'll go for. Yeah, elves, D&T. Now it's weird to pull up port here instead of play pile driver, but I think my opponent wants to brainstorm. It's quite likely. Yeah, they probably won't brainstorm, but then, you know, stopping them from brainstorming, it like still costs them a mana, basically. It still means they don't cast the brainstorm. Like, that's not nothing. So if I cast the pile driver, they cast show and tell, put in sling bang. 6, 7, 8 goblins in play. Saw that coming. I think we can reasonably assume their hand is good. Don't like that I didn't have any interaction. Obviously, our hand is very aggressive, so 100% keeping it. And I guess the argument to play pile driver is that I think it lets you beat Emrakul. Cool. Yeah, interactions there. Yeah, I do think that is a fair approach. Absolutely. So if they play a tomb, good on 16. It's not a tomb at all. They have some sort of removal spell here. We're back in Portland. Stupid. Oh, there's Fiddle. Please no. Has like a 4-card combo. Okay. Gotta figure out what I'm sacrificing here. So I can't kill them, right? If I sack 4 tokens, 2 lands. Can I? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Green for 5. It's too short. It's only short. If I draw a goblin, they probably die. Only it's 3 short. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Plus drain for 4, plus mug, plus lackey. Not gonna think too hard about it because they also have an omniscience and 4 cards in hand. So okay, counter spells don't matter. 7. I just 1 damage short. Ah, God, come on. If I had put in the lackey... No, if I had cast lackey instead of pile driver, I would win, but there's no way that's correct. Spirit doesn't do anything. Can't survive another hit. Can't get Pashlik in play. Force this in. Oh, God, it's so tilting. Totally a fetch lands difference. Also, turn 2 Omni, Petal, Emrakul. Cool. Porting maybe would have won the game. You know? They don't get to brainstorm there. They don't get to brainstorm there. They might not have had it. I think I probably should have held up the port. Also bluffs Pyroblast. I just need 1 more turn. Yeah. 1 and 3. Kind of shitty. But all these losses have been like extremely razor thin edges, and I punted against ninjas. I don't know, whatever. That one really sucked though. We just needed ever so slightly. It's literally 1 damage, doesn't get any closer than that. Yeah. Should have ported. If the only thing that matters is you have to buy a turn, then even threatening interaction is better than doing stuff. Sounds? I'm wrong with the sound. Oh. No? It's fine. Sound is fine, I think. We faced almost 0 matchups for Hearse so far, which is kind of sad, but also it's leagues. You know, we've played against Ruby Storm, Chain of Snog, Nic Fit, Ninjas, and Blue Green, Bug, Eureka, Omnitel. So, learned fuck all. I like to win the die roll sometime. It's vaguely keepable. Oh my god, it's another fucking combo deck. Okay. Alright. One of those days. against one fair deck. Lose because you punt. I was unlicensed first. Don't know yet. Drawn it exactly once, so. Or Chief's kind of. Could be a fair deck. But confident thoughts is usually not. Why would you not take the 1-drop? Because you take Slaying. 4+ waste. Yeah, turn 1 Thoughtseize could be a fair deck. Opium. Yeah. Well, they've dealt 4 to themselves. Can't. Okay. Port is doing things. Operation Prospector. Oh god. There's Swamp. No one. Okay, I guess I'm dead. Animator. Fucking. Of course it's fucking Reanimator. Oh, with main deck Sarah's Emissary. Cool. 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 Love, man. Yeah, Hearse would have been fucking sick. Hearse would have been GG. Just win. Just win. Honestly, I'm scared of putting Sharpshooter in my deck because they're gonna reanimate it. And I have 3 experts. Okay, all right, we can chill. All 3. I'm gonna leave in Jump Home to cycle. Actually, I don't have ley lines, so they're not as likely to be like reanimating my stuff. It does happen. Could leave in Twin Shot to block flyers. It just like so rarely matters though. 2 damage could matter. Whatever. Most things don't matter. This matchup. This is it. The fetch into double swamp could be mono black Reanimator. In which case I really don't care about this matchup. But Tavern Lackey into Sling Gang and a Hearse. I will keep this. Opponent turn 1's me. Sign into Pack Rat strategy. So here's where Hearse is like not actually worse than a relic would be. It's worse than like a Soul Guide or Yeah, Soul Guide 5. They're probably gonna turn 1 me. But it's not like Relic protects you from turn 1s either. On it, please. That, yes, exactly that. God. Thoughtseize I'd be a bit more okay with. Well, bam. Could have gotten a little cute about it and played Prospector, sack a token. Okay, okay. We've got a clock here. Let's see what this ringleader gives us. Trashman, Aki. Trashman's a little dangerous to be in my hand. It would be a lot of resources for them to be able to go discard your Trash Master, animate it, force you to tap Hearse, then entomb, reanimate a thing. 5 cards. Take like all of them, right? Discard, animation, entomb. Alright, so take 4. The opportunity cost is holding up Wasteland. If they have a shatter for the Hearse, they'll probably have to get a dual land. Also cost me 2 goblins. Kind of 3. That could otherwise just 3, 7. 7 goblins in play. 2 fetches. They can't use Grizzlebrand. I think. Kind of sad that my ringleader gave Trash Master, which is threatening to kill me. But okay, all right. Okay, game 3. Get our fucking 3/2. So we want surgicals. Break in our. I want a sideboard against show and tell. Do all fetches. We didn't see any duels. This makes it complicated. Okay. Not a bad hand by any stretch. I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit. Not to waste my opponent's time, but to bluff not having a good 7. Chancellor. Okay, no, they went 5. Ton of fives beat surgical super easily. We just need to draw a land, and we can beat a discard spell. Let's just discard into turn 2. Which is also a very strong 5. Not impossible. Scrubland. Thoughtseize. If I draw Wasteland, it's going to be a tough call. Okay. Draw another search. Alright, opponent. Please don't do. I also need to draw land. Okay. Come on, land. Come on, land. Okay, no one. Now you can cast discard spells. Okay, I drew a second one. Prospector's now a live draw. And I could sack stuff to... Yeah, if you'd Violent Hearse, that'd be pretty gross. Fuck. Okay. Still no Tomb. No show and tell. They're not really allowed to cast show and tell with Muxus in play, as they have. Wasteland's good. So if I go attack, then Matron Skirk. I could like Wasteland. No, it doesn't. I think it's War Chief. Attack. Cast Hearse. Yeah, Wear Tear is definitely something I'm wary of, but okay. Oh, we got our 2/3. Kind of whatever. Serenity. Yeah, Serenity would be too slow. Kill them next turn. I mean, Hearse was good against Reanimator. That's cool. Beat Ruby Storm. Reanimator. Lost to a weird Omni deck. Possibly punted. Also didn't know what I was playing against until game 2. I didn't board in all the Red Blasts, and Red Blast would have won. Red Blast would have won any of the games. They just had show and tell Omni. No protection, I think. Maybe in game 2 they had protection, but I think they would have forced the lag. Don't remember. This is the ninjas match, and I punted that badly. But I mean, it was like a difficult line to see. I didn't. Let's look at the game 3 again. Okay, no, I did punt. So I should have kinesis the Eureka. Should have just kinesis the Eureka and been fine getting dazed because just the flipping of force was so rough. And that damage really mattered at the end there. But even with that punt, like the infiltrator would have been stuck in their hand. But I may have died to the engineers if I had used the twin shot on Ornithopter. Their hand was kind of extremely good. Not gonna lie. Jump on was super good. They fucked up there. They should have blown up my vial 100%. Wait, but here's the mistake: is Violent Muxus, and then in response to the trigger, I should jump home the Plague Engineer. And then Muxus only hit 2 goblins. But I would have these in play because this would be dead. And then I wouldn't just be dead to this thing. The last card is Eureka. Yeah, it's a corner case line, and that's why I missed it. I was thinking that I had to hit a Lord for the Muxus to be good, but I actually didn't. And I noticed, you know, with the trigger, with the Sling Gang trigger on the stack, which is something, but, you know, obviously worse than winning the game. Because here, you know, they had a Ponder, and the Ponder killed me. But if I, you know, have a Sling Gang and a Skirk and then cast War Marshal, I can just sack stuff before the trigger resolves. Like, I'd probably gain like 4 life or something. They're only at 10. So I'd have them really close to dead. And then Matron for second Muxus is like very, very likely to kill them. And they're having already used a Fatal Push and both engineers. Their deck is Ninjas is not very good at actually killing Sling Gang because it doesn't know how to snuff out. And I guess they could Fatal Push because they've ninjutsu'd, so they have Fatal Push as a draw. But they've already used one. I don't know how many they play. That was definitely a mistake. A hard line to see, but a mistake nonetheless. And then Nic Fit, I don't know. All right, Sharpshooter, I'm sorry, but your time is not now. People are gonna play this much combo. Probably play a second Mindbreak Trap right now. Boarded an Agent a lot. It was good. That was a lot of combo. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Play a little bit more, but sure. 1 second. Okay, everyone. I will play a little bit more. So that was 2-3. First failed league in a while, but like learned some stuff. So not a total failure, I'd say. And again, results, trying to not be results oriented, right? That is the point. Okay, this hand goes in a lot of directions. This could be turn 2 Pashlik or turn 2 Uncounterable Expert. Turn 3 Ringleader. That. Go fetch pass. These are the kinds of hands that Tomb does look very good. Unless it's Delver, then the Tomb might kill me. It's a little awkward that, you know, you never want to go Cavern Go. Like, that's just not a play Goblins really ever wants to make. Womp. Womp's never a good sign. Comes in Tomb. Oh. Tomb. So what does that mean? Oh. Chrome box. That's Tess. Well, I'm glad I added a second Mindbreak Trap. Shuffle. Okay. Hit you for 4 next turn. Go to 15. Die. Lucky. Lackey probably actually increases my odds of winning. So, man, ad nauseum's worse next turn if I attack for 4 this turn. But if I play Lackey, then I could Ringleader pre-combat into Muxus Sling or... It's only really... Does cost me 2 life, which could also kill me. Okay, bottom to Hearse. That's a cost of Hearse, so we drew 1 less card. That would have been a pile driver. Oh yeah, yes. I recently wrote an article on Goblin Ringleader and its kind of nuances. That is on the Patreon. You can exclamation point Patreon to check that out. Urge you to do so. Sign up for the Lackey tier, which is $3, and goes back like 2 years. There's like 20 something articles that you would gain access to. Sign up for the Warshift tier, you get that plus. Sorry, I'm dead. You get that plus the separate guide. We'll do a separate guide for classic list. Double. Why didn't you brainstorm and then the combo killed me? Wow. God, it lets you undo that. That's so cheaty. Magic Online. I guess it's something you would only do on Magic Online. Whatever. Okay, I'm at 15, so Tendrils kills me. If I was not at that, then they would just get peer into the abyss and kill me, but it takes longer. Okay, they got Pier anyway. Sure. Have a minuscule chance of whiffing. It's almost impossible, but test players win or cast Peer into the Abyss. Sad part is they're not even dead next turn. No, not quite. I need them to have all the Wish Claws and all the rest of the Burning Wishes on the bottom of their deck. Should have also said Tendrils on the bottom of the deck. Burning Wish for removals of Scoop Shift, 7 lands to play. Mindbreak Trap. Pyro, Blasto. Position Agent, pretty good. Maybe one search. Sadly cutting Hearse. Two Vials just so we can develop on low land count. Does make it's worse, but I think 2 Vials is fine. You'll keep a mediocre hand. Oh, you'll keep a hand with Mindbreak Trap. Keep any hand with Mindbreak Trap, but Vial's nice to present. I just said any hand with Mindbreak Trap. God, this hand's so good if you draw land. Just have to be a red source. Lose to defense grid. Magic Online is such a sense of humor. 2 traps. Good mulligan. I think maybe discipline and mulligan, but I think it's actually really close. Okay, I guess no interaction. Probably will die, but kept 7, so dead. Ugh. Mulligan? No. I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan this. This is turn 2 Muxus or Sling Gang or Trash Master. Okay, get the dot. Okay, 3 Black Lotuses. Fun. Well, they would have lost the Mindbreak Trap. The hand did not beat a Mindbreak Trap in a million years. Solid fun here. Pretty bad flips. Or Mario. Played against 5 out of 6 combo decks. For fun. Sure, I'm dead here or something. Sure as fuck wish I kept my Eurolander Mindbreak Trap hand, but obviously they wouldn't. Probably wouldn't go for it. Probably wouldn't go for it. I just wish. Dick Belcher deck, bro. Get pure again, you coward. Yeah. Ugh. Are you fucking kidding me? Again. Alright, leagues are unplayable right now. Leagues are fucking unplayable. Holy shit. One fair deck in 7 matches. That's thing is when the meta gets that bad, it's just like I just won't play. It's just not interesting, not worth time, not worth brain power. Why? Why even bother? No one's forcing me to play Magic. Yes. Crater Maker might actually just be bad. The whole shatter thing. Up your Hearse. Yeah, nah. Kind of funny. It's like I put main deck Graveyard Hate in my deck, but I don't actually want to play against the Graveyard combo decks. I mean, it helps, but it's not why the card is there. Not put against Delver yet. Not put against a blue control deck yet. That's kind of bad. It's really weird that like that leagues seem to operate in this weird gentleman's agreement where it's just like we know Delver is gonna completely, wrecking the format, like 25%. We're just gonna pretend that's not true, and we're just gonna play our goofy combo decks because no one plays Delver in leagues. All the good Delver players are just like Why would I waste my time? The challenges and stuff and win all of them, which I guess fair. People just want to get their list posted. Yeah, I guess I'm sure part of this is at the beginning of we're at the beginning of a new season, so people are probably be like, oh, I got to get my QPs for the rest of the season early, the grind later. So this probably is the period of the most fast combo in leagues, which means I should do something else. That's definitely a factor going on here. I don't like this. Okay, I'm not dropping internet or anything. Ooh. Magic Online. Staring at the 0 for a while. Black seems to have run out, but disagrees. Hello? What the fuck is going on? Let's restart Moto. One second. Okay. That's weird. I'd like to play first. Keep this. Don't really land, so 7. Ideally, they go for turn 1 and then they get Mind Break trapped. Thoughtseize would kind of suck because they can just play around the Mind Break trap. Okay, I'll take do nothing. Should I just get Muxus? Oh, just supposed to get Muxus. I really want to get Muxus. Don't tell you. Oh god, it's so fucking painful. Yeah, did not think about the fucking show. That was really stupid. That was really, really bad. Yeah, just get muxes. Expert shoot grizzle next turn. I think I'm just like not. I don't think what I get really mad. It's just gonna get discard spelled. So let's try to win with what we have. We attack with. If I get second sling gang, attack with all. The black lackey. They take 4, 5, 7, 8. I'm one. Ugh. Why is today the day of one short of lethal? Right? Attack with lackey. Attack with everything. Black lackey. Drain for 1. And they take 4, 6, and 5 goblins. That'd still be the best line. Don't I have it? Take 5 in combat down to 6. 5 goblins. Yeah. I think I still probably go for that. I could get Pashlik. What if I get Pashlik? If I get Pashlik, then I can't attack with Lackey or Sling Gang. I only get him for 2. If I crew the Hearse, then I can't sack it mid-combat, so they gain a bunch of life. Oh. They elected to die? Okay. We saw show and tell, so I guess I'll pour in blasts reluctantly. Show and tell player or reanimator players and combat math don't well. A lot of live draws here. Okay, they go to 5. Got a mind break and a wasteland and a lackey. Shot. Pretty dead if they just go like land pass and tomb. Animate. Okay. think I just have to wasteland them. A land. God. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, no, I don't want to cast Lucky. Okay. We have to draw Black Source. If we draw Black Source, we have a shot. Do this turn though. Basic swamp. Basic swamp. Swamp is a pain actor. They're at 24. They have nothing. Here. War Chief might be better. Yeah, it is. Draw Pile Driver. Combat. Felt that. Sick. 20. Okay. Tendrils. Needed. Okay, Pile Driver kills him. Okay. Okay, Pile Driver still kills him. Thank God for Pile Driver. Muxus is Scry 6 for Goblin Pile Driver. Wow. That was actually kind of insane. That was kind of insane. The Mindbreak Trap countering the War Chief was actually really important. The Lackey would just never get in. I think we would have died to the War Chief. Then draw a basic swamp. Cast Sudden Edict. And we drew Surgical the turn before the reanimation. What's this Reanimator list? This is kind of like... This feels like over-sideboarding. Right? What did they cut? Also, Iona plus Sarah's Emissary is kind of funny. Like, I only have one Underground Sea. You wasteland that, show and tell is awful. Oh, I guess they have petals. Still. So they board in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers to permanent based hate. Oh, did they cut the discard spells? Yeah, this is technically 10 fit, yes. They cut the discard spells, so they're just actually cold to surgical. Well, no, they've shown tell for surgical. I feel like the discard spells are better than show and tells. You wouldn't say it's 10 fins, even though it has tendrils? But I agree, they should cut the tendrils. Yes, I'll play one more. Hopefully it's not another combo deck. Like 3 and 4 today. Oh, I guess Tin Fins has okay. Qualify Tin Fins. Having Shallowgrave, Emrakul, or whatever. I guess it's not. Also, I hate chasing. Yeah, it has to have Shallowgrave Tin Fins. Yeah. Reanimator with extra steps. Never watched Siva. Alright, something normal, please. No more Reanimator, no more just 50 variants of... Okay, this is Painter. Another combo deck, but less of a nonsense combo deck. We're on the draw. Hearse should be kind of high variance in this matchup. I feel like good against the Welders, really bad if... We don't just... want to draw lands. Fetch. Don't want to just play Lackey. Gotta get this. Okay, double welder. Deck side. Alright, land's very good. I think I just kill a welder here. I don't... Yeah, I need to... Yeah, it's not Callum, but it is a painter specialist. Yeah, this player does play planar. I've watched some of their YouTube videos, actually. Scary. Hearse would be if that needs any saying. Question is, stone. Jump palms really. So I kind of want to save my matron to get Trash Master, right? That's the ideal. One has one card. Could just jump palm the welder, chieftain and swing. Well, then they just make painter, block the lackey, take 4. Not that good. I might just jump palm the welder here. Force them, because that means they don't get a card off of this. And I also might draw an expert. Okay, eyes a pedal. That to grindstone now. So, okay, that's not instant speed. I think this just comes down to, do I think my opponent has a blast? My opponent has a blast, then I lose if I go matron for Trash Master. Trash Master gets blasted. Fire 100%. Chiefs. I guess it raises the question, does interaction matter through double welder? like killing the painter. Go painter grindstone, and I kill painter. They can just weld it back into play. So killing painter doesn't actually do anything. Chieftain Sling could deal a lot of damage. It does feel like they have blast. Yeah, I'd rather the sling get blasted. Well, if they had nothing and I just lose, that would be pretty sad. Get to see so many cards here. Okay, bridge doesn't. Fuck. Eh. Was a coward, got punished. Okay. Yeah, I just win if I Matron Trashmaster, I think. They could have had the blast the whole time, but my line was probably wrong. I should have killed. I that was a very winnable game. Bruce. It seems good. She's quite mediocre in this. Oh, probably don't want. Actually, no, I don't want surgical when I first. Okay, yeah, it. I mean, yeah, four welders. Play. But I do think I should Trashmaster played too conservative. Because if they blast the Trashmaster, then at least there's like the chance they whiff, and then I get to go Chieftain Slinging. Hold then. Or not. Can I die? I tap over Pile Driver. be like Tomb, Painter, Grindstone, LED. This is kind of bad. I have to kill successive things. I'd rather, yeah. I think I'm supposed to hold up expert, actually. I guess this is better. I guess Passion. Hopefully I don't die on turn 2. Pyrokinesis is also something I'm a little worried about, but hand doesn't keep one goblin as a pyro. It's actually a reason to play out. Major for Trashmaster line last game is so appealing because it's like you Trashmaster the Painter and then attack with Lackey. They have to chump with the Welder. Don't have very much. Still playing Modern Goblins? Not really. Turns out I don't really like playing just creature combo decks for a time. Okay, on Ancient. Turn up mic volume. Sure, I'm probably just talking a little quiet. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That chumps. I think Wasteland is better than the Patchlick. Oh. That might not be true. Because if my opponent can Painter Grindstone me, I can actually deal 4. Or no, I can't. I deal 2. I was thinking about like Goblin kill a thing, like sack Patchlick, target self, like target another Goblin, and I'm not dealing damage to the face. Activating Patchlick twice beats Ancient Tomb, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Torp Orb. Chieftain better. Oh, I want Opposition Agent. Beats it's good against Goblin Engineer and Urza Saga. Another Ringleader. Magus for Saga. I think no. Okay, this hand. Archnesis, double wasteland, file, all good things. Yeah. Ooh, hello, best card in the deck. I might want a double wasteland next turn, but pretty easy for them to fetch around see the wasteland, so can I do that? Braid. Okay. Take a 2-for-1 on Once Upon a Time. Where'd the wooden fetch type? They have a Goblin Engineer. I just want to draw any red card. Really high upside to draw any red card. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm pitching the Mogwai Marshal. But it is tempting to go like Matron, Violent Mogwai Marshal, Shatter the Great Furnace. But I think I need an answer to got her. I almost don't even want to put the Trash Master in. But do I care about Matron's interesting. Might do that next. So if they kill the Trash Master, I want to get some value out of it. So I don't think I wasteland. Oh yeah, next turn my Matron. Pretty exposed to a Pyrokinesis. Furnace. we draw a removal spell, we can Muxus. Playing the waste might have been good. That's true. Actually a good point. Go jump palm here. Got nothing. How many fours do I get? I think I just accept life if there is third saga. Okay, fourth wasteland. Stop drawing lands. Shit. Really gonna lose this game? This game seemed completely unlosable. I think I put the Trash Master into play too soon. I always forget that they just play Lightning Bolt. I always forget that that's a thing. File should go to 4 because I can draw 3. I can make sure for twin shot. Gotta be the play, right? They're at 10. We have 5 on board. 2/2 with vigilance. Crack it. Fire blast. I can cast all my 4s. Let's just go up for this. What an insane fucking game. They're dead here. I don't think they have live draws from that point. We hit them for 5. And then yeah. Making a hold expert. How do I lose? If I attack them for 5 down to 5, and then I have 6 points, if they play a painter, then they draw a painter, then they block twin shot. Go to 1. But then they only have 3 mana. They can't draw Grindstone and kill me. Quad Wasteland for 3 sagas. Bridge. Yeah. Bridge. I would not be surprised if they actually cited out Bridge. Bridge is not in. I think the turn up Pyrokinesis matroning may have been better. It's great to do it because they skipped. For whatever it's worth, Hearse would be a really fire draw this whole game because the threat of the engineers was so real the whole time. Like Welder is scary and Engineer is so scary, so it just puts a lot of pressure on the topic. Painter named White. So we did see they did have Pyroblasts in the deck, but I think I played Painter this past weekend when I was hanging out with Callum, and he was talking to me about it, and I played against him a bunch, and he said that he does leave in Pyroblasts against Goblins, but he doesn't name blue unless a Pyroblast is in his hand. Because of the pile driver thing. And he also said it's very pilot specific on terms of whether or not they leave in Pyroblasts. His build, Goblins is like really popular in London, so his build he had 2 Torp Orbs, he boarded in 1, left 1 inside for Karn. If I'm not putting in Trashmaster that turn, maybe didn't need Pyrokinesis. Check that again. Right here. There's also an argument that I shouldn't have vialed in the Lackey, and I should have pitched the Lackey. Okay, so if I didn't Kinesis there, I know he has a Goblin Engineer in his hand. I guess that could induce a mistake in terms of engineer targets. Might get Grindstone instead of like another Painter or Torpor Orb. So if I just sat, Violin, Mogwar Marshal. I think there's a very real argument that I'm not supposed to vial in the Lackey and just ignore Lackey. Just because the Lackey is the 1-for-1 and everything else is a 2-for-1. It's really bad against Karn, though. I think Karn was something that I was worried about with not vialing in Lackey. Karn might not be in his deck, though. And then this was a point where you said it's reasonable to play out the Wasteland. I wanted to fetch to Thin, but that's very reasonable because then the Welder doesn't, the Goblin Engineer doesn't get to come down. And I did get rewarded for not wastelanding the Great Furnace. It once upon a time into a land. Which tells me the keep wasn't super land heavy, right? I feel like that's a sort of reasonable assumption. Maybe it was like double Saga and they needed permanent mana sources. I found a land off this. I got punished for wastelanding. And then I drew the 4th Wasteland. But I do think it's correct to Wasteland. Or though it was bad. Okay, that is definitely a possibility. On Matron. They spent a pedal in the second once upon a time. I was thinking about the first one. I actually forgot what the. Did this one get another Tarn? The first one got Tarn. The second one got Engineer. But yeah, spending the pedal could indicate that they actually had excess mana. Yeah. First Uwat found Tarn, second one found. And, you know, as it turned out, they were kind of heavy on lands. What a crazy fucking game. I think there's like a lot of inflection points that game. Not fetching Taiga implies no red source. Right, they didn't want to get wasted off of red. They drew the Taiga off of this. That was a really, as far as quad Wasteland games of Magic go, this is probably the best, you know, like, because it wasn't actually. They had 3 sagas, I had 4 Wastelands. Right, they could have used Taiga instead of fetching pedal, but they didn't want to. I think they were afraid of getting wasted off of red. That makes a lot of sense to me. But you just keep the pedal then. But then it's impermanent mana, so like, I guess the risk with having all impermanent sources of red mana is that Goblin Engineer gets a lot worse. You're burning resources to activate it instead of being even. Okay, I think that's a really good game to close out on. And I will say that Unlicensed Hearse would have been really good if we drew at any point in that match. Sudden Edict had its time to shine in that sick Reanimator match. Lot of combo today. Played against one fair deck, and we lost, which was a bummer, but that did. I wouldn't be surprised. First cost us 1 Goblin off of Ringleader. Something. Mana base felt okay. The Tomb was okay. It made it unkeepable by hand keepable. It was Reanimator, so it didn't matter, but that's not a reason to think about things that way. We're down to 16 red sources, 4 basics, which is fine. I do think going a little bit lower on red sources is okay when you're adding colorless creatures, effectively. You're less likely to get stuck with uncastables. Chieftain didn't feel great in these leagues, but I mean, combo is combo, right? I would not be surprised if we ended up seeing like one Hearse main, one side, play like Greater Maker main deck, maybe. I think Crater A right now. But Hearse I think is showing potential. It's not, it hasn't been insane yet. I mean, definitely earned some concessions. Is Engineer the only artifact tutor in Goblins? I believe. The problem with the Engineer effects, like Goblin Welder, Goblin Engineer, is just you don't have enough things to sacrifice. Right? You just, you know, you don't want to ditch your own vials. We wanted to go super deep on Hearse. Always slow bad. Hello. Test 9. Do people just make ridiculous usernames because they want the streamers to say them? Is that sacrifice an artifact is indestructible? Yeah, some derpy one to find it. That would be cool. Goblin. Why isn't this creature type Goblin? This card's kind of nice with these. This card was like surprisingly good in testing when we were testing this. Because you would like really nice to cast 0 mana vials, or like 1 mana, or 0 mana relic was also really cool. 1 mana this is nice. Card's like surprisingly not terrible. I kind of wanted to get a Chain Whirler. Oh, that's probably what I should cut. Well, Chain Whirler I would like, but I think that word's a little. I want to keep testing Hearse. I want to keep drawing it, so I'll keep that configuration even if I don't think it will be correct. Could cut Chieftain for a Chain Whirler main. Chieftain's definitely had his moments lately though. Hammer's kind of like a Jundy card. That's what I want. Looking for. Oh, Goblin Churgeon. Yeah, Goblin Churgeon is regenerate target creature, so could protect the Hearse from non-plow, non-pending rule, but that's kind of not a thing, I think. Okay, well, I think I'll call it there. Thank you for watching. If you want to read about my Ringleader article, be sure to check out the Patreon, !Patreon. Yeah. Watch on YouTube. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Appreciate it. You should subscribe. VOD's up on there. Yeah, this was fun. Despite playing against a fuck ton of combo, we had some really good games, especially at the end there. The last Reanimator match was hilarious, and that Painter match was kind of bananas. I hope you all enjoyed it. Licensed Hearse. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can raid anyone here. Legacy. Oh, Will's doing the Pro Tour stuff. Probably post Will if. See. Okay. All right, you can watch some old PT coverage. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good evening, everyone. See you next time.